So, you know how governments all over the world are kind of scrambling to figure out what to do with AI and all this new technology? It's a huge challenge. And while a lot of countries are still just talking about it, one nation has been quietly putting together a remarkably complete plan. Today, we're diving into Ghana's blueprint for the future of tech.
All right, let's jump right in. Here's our tour. We'll start by looking at exactly which technologies this plan is all about. Then, we'll meet the new agency that's going to be in charge, before we get into the 14 core principles, which are really the heart of this whole thing. We'll also see how these rules actually get enforced, and finally, we'll connect all the dots to see why this bill is such a potential game changer.
Okay, so first things first. Before you can make rules for a game, you got to define the playing field, right? That's exactly where the bill starts, by being super clear about what it means by emerging tech. Kicking things off is the big one, artificial intelligence. Now, the definition here is really broad. It covers any system that can mimic human intelligence. We're talking learning, problem-solving, all the way to creativity. It's a wide net designed to catch the huge range of AI we're seeing pop up everywhere. Next up, we've got blockchain, and it's really important to think beyond just cryptocurrencies here. The bill sees blockchain as a core technology for building secure, transparent records that can't be changed, whether that's for financial transactions or tracking assets, all without needing a central bank or company in the middle. And rounding out the big three is the Internet of Things, or IoT. This basically covers that massive, sprawling network of connected physical objects. You know, everything from the smartwatch on your wrist to the sensors that help run a smart city, all of them constantly talking to each other and sharing data. So we have AI, blockchain, and IoT. The big question is, who's going to manage all of this? Well, the bill's answer is to set up a brand new command center. And here it is, the Emerging Technologies Agency. This new organization basically has a two-part mission. First, to create one clear, consistent set of rules, and second, to actively champion the growth and use of these powerful tools across the country. And this is where the agency's job gets really cool. It's not just a regulator or a watchdog, it's also an accelerator. I mean, look at this list. It's tasked with advising the government, boosting tech education, attracting investment, and pushing for these tools to be used in key areas like healthcare. It's designed to be a promoter just as much as a protector. You can see that collaborative spirit baked right into the agency's leadership. The board isn't just a room full of government officials. No, it's a mix of key players from data protection, IT, private industry, and innovation hubs. This structure basically ensures that you have a wide range of real-world expertise shaping the decisions right from the start. So, with the agency and its board ready to go, what are the actual rules they'll be working with? The whole bill is built on a foundation of 14 core guiding principles that act as the new rules of the road. Yep, 14. That's the number. These are the core principles, the ethical and operational framework that all emerging tech in Ghana will have to live by. Let's see what they are. The first group of principles is all about protecting people. The law flat out prohibits discrimination and bias, it demands strong data protection, and this is a really big one. It guarantees the right to have a human being review any major automated decision, like getting a loan or a medical diagnosis. The next set is all about building public trust. These systems have to be transparent, which means we need to be able to understand how they work. There has to be clear accountability when things go wrong, and of course, they need to be reliable, tough, and secure against cyber attacks. And this is a crucial point. The bill's focus expands beyond just individual users. These principles are designed to protect society as a whole. They explicitly forbid using tech to undermine democracy, spread misinformation, or harm the environment. Now, having great rules is one thing, but making sure people actually follow them is another. So let's look at how the bill assigns the referees to enforce this new framework. This is a really clever part of the plan. Instead of creating one giant, all-powerful tech regulator from scratch, the bill delegates enforcement to the expert bodies that already exist. The Electoral Commission handles election stuff, the Data Protection Authority handles data, the EPA handles the environment, and so on. It puts the right referee on the right part of the field. And yeah, these rules absolutely have teeth. The bill establishes clear financial penalties for any person or organization that breaks these guiding principles, making sure there are real consequences for not playing by the rules. Okay, let's step back for a minute and look at the big picture. Why is this one bill from Ghana getting so much attention? What does it really mean for the future of how we govern technology? Ultimately, this all comes down to two very different paths forward.
Without a plan, you risk a future where bias runs unchecked, our data is misused, and businesses are hesitant to invest because of all the uncertainty. But with a proactive framework like Ghana's, you create clear rules for fairness, strong protections for citizens, in a stable environment where companies can feel confident enough to innovate.
And the goal, right in the bill's own words, is both simple and powerful: to create one single clear rulebook. It's about bringing some much-needed order to a field that, for many of us, still feels a bit like the Wild West. By putting people's rights, the health of society, and business clarity at the very heart of its strategy, Ghana has done more than just create a policy for itself. It has offered up a thoughtful, comprehensive, and proactive model. The big question now is, will the rest of the world be taking notes?